Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the fourth video in our series of answering questions about hypnotic age regression and regression to cause. This is Mike Mandel.
Hello.
Co-founder and brilliant trainer of the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. I'm Chris Thompson, the other part of the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. And we have an entire series for you on how to do hypnotic age regression, regression to cause. Now we're answering some questions, and in this video, I want to talk about false memories. How do you avoid creating false memories when you're doing age regression, regression to cause?
This is a really important thing because when we ask someone questions in hypnosis, if we're not careful, we are leading the witness and they will create memories on the fly. I demonstrated this to the RCMP years ago, and it's a very, very simple thing that can happen. I mean, it can just occur without you even realizing it, even in a therapy session without hypnosis. If the client's talking about their life, they can go into a bit of a reverie, but if they're in hypnosis, it's on steroids. Back about 20, 25 years ago, a bunch of people suddenly remembered that they were abused or that their parents were Satanists or they were taken on UFOs. And there was tons of this. And guess what happened? Therapists started looking for it. You're in a trance, oh, you're back to 5 years old. Did somebody sexually abuse you? Were you taken on a UFO? Yeah, I was. This can happen. And you're creating these memories. Paramnesia is false memory syndrome. So we have to be very, very careful not to lead the witness. Our job is not to screw up their life even more by bringing in layers of stuff that never even happened. But the interesting thing here, Chris, is as you know, all memories are false memories.
I'm so glad you brought this up right now because that's exactly where I think we should go. So all memories are false. Our job is to just not screw it up even more,
Correct.
Right? We can't predict or know which portions of someone's memory are real and which ones are accidentally wrong.
Right.
We just don't want to make them worse. So how do we do that?
Let's clarify that. What do we mean by all memories are false? Do you know you don't really remember anything exactly? You remember aspects of a memory with the emotions, what you saw, whatever. But every time you go back to that memory in your mind, you are reactivating it and you're editing it. You might make part of it more memorable. You might shrink down something else. You might forget part of it. So every time you access a memory, you change it. So all memories are false memories, but our job is to do very ecological work so our subjects aren't getting memories shoved in their head that have no basis in reality whatsoever.
Yeah, I've heard of situations where somebody tells a story so compellingly and it's so interesting to the listener that later on, maybe a few years later, the listener thinks it was their story.
Buddy, you're embarrassing me. We never even talked about this. Years ago, I was telling someone at the Toronto Metro Zoo, which is very huge and open and beautiful. You can go cross-country skiing there. And I was. And skiing along, and I came to the top of a hill, and I looked. And on the just across from me to the right was like a white tiger sitting there looking at me like it was going to leap on me. And as I went a bit further, I saw there was a huge dip between the two hills with a fence that I could not see behind the snow. I told this at a party. My wife said, "You idiot, that didn't happen to you." I said, "It did. I remembered." She said, "It happened to me when I was in high school. I told you this years ago."
Oh, that's wild.
It had become my false memory.
That's why I brought it up just now, because that somehow that triggered that
Mucho social
memory.
embarrassment.
But that was a real memory. Anyway, so, okay, how do we make sure that we don't make someone's false memory situation worse or create brand new false memories?
Recognize, first of all, when people are highly suggestible, the most offhand comments can be inserted into their mind and you can create memories without even trying. So the main thing is be aware of the danger of this, asking for information without feeding information.
Don't deliver new content, elicit content without presupposing, I suppose. Yeah. Who else was in that scene with you implies there was someone else there.
Yeah.
Where was there anyone else there will not. Does that make sense?
It does to me.
Yeah. Okay. So
I know I got a false
tips?
memory of this whole thing.
That's good. So ask questions
Just be careful.
that do not bake in information that isn't necessarily there.
You might say, "Tell me more about the scene." Anything else about the scene. That's it. And you'll do stellar work.
And what was that alien spacecraft like on the inside? Don't do that.
That would be a bad example.
All right. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video. Make sure you check the links under the description. We will have all of the useful stuff. Yeah, subscribe first to our YouTube video, then ring the bell. It has to be done in that order.
Or you'll get a false memory of it. Yeah.
Thanks again, and good night.